here and welcome back to another video. So today we're back here for another Real to Sims speed build, and today we're going to go ahead and create this farmhouse family home. So if you'd like to go ahead and download this for yourself, it is up on the gallery now. My origin ID is Real Thomas TV1, and like normal there will be a link in the description to the online gallery if you want to go ahead and download the build that way. So like I said, this is another Real to Sims build. Now I have done a few of these recently, and every time I've done one I've said that I'm not going to do them that often, but actually I am doing them very often. They're actually really fun, and the last one I did, everybody seemed to really enjoy it as well. That video did really well, so I think that's a sign that I should do more of these. So that's what we're doing today. So I found another picture of this farmhouse family home. I'll put up the picture here on screen so you can see it, and if I remember I will go ahead and leave a link down below to the website where I found it, which was on houseplans.com I think it was, so you can actually see the floor plan and everything like that. And I did do the floor plan pretty good today, I would say. There was maybe one or two rooms where it's not exactly lining up properly, but the majority of the space is pretty much exactly how it is, which is great. So as you can see, we are still doing a similar kind of theme to what I've done for the other ones. I know I was saying in a previous one, I can't remember which one, but I was saying how I should maybe start doing, you know, a little bit more complex ones and things like that, but I did again try to do that, and when it comes to doing two floor ones, they just get really too complex. So I had a bit of trouble with one I decided on to begin with, so I went with this one today, which is slightly too, like, I guess the majority of the space is the first floor, like the ground floor, but then that is that little room there that you can see now that I'm working on the roofing for, where there is like a bonus room. So there's like another living room there, there's another storage cupboard, and another bathroom up there as well. So that's kind of two floors in a way, but not really. You could easily expand that space, I think, where I did the upstairs, and maybe kind of drag it out to the back of the home, and have even like another room there or something. You could do that if you want to, but for now that was what was on the recreation, so I tried to do it, you know, the recreation as best as I could, so I did that. So in terms of information about this build, it's built on a 30 by 30 lot in Brilliant Bay, and it has 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, and it came in at 135,436 simoleons. And then for the packs used today, not too many. For the expansions, I used Seasons, Cats and Dogs, City Living and Get Together. And then for the game packs, I used Parenthood, and for the stuff packs, I used Laundry Day. So, you know, it's not as many packs as normal. There are still a few expansions, but I didn't really go too crazy with the packs today, which is nice for a change when I sometimes do that. But remember, it is Black Friday. Well, I don't know if this is going up on Black Friday or not, but the Sims have on Origin like a big sale going on for a few days. So if you don't have any of those packs, then maybe it's a good time now to go ahead and get them. I believe some of them are up to 50% off. I'm not really too sure which ones, but you know, if you don't have all the packs, then maybe have a look at that sale and see if there's anything worth getting. So I know people sometimes ask me like what packs you should get and stuff. I don't really have like a solid answer for that really, but as for like, well, in terms of expansions, if you're kind of looking for builds to download that I do, then for expansions definitely Cats and Dogs and City Living are like really big ones. Seasons as well actually, so those ones are always using like literally every single build. And if you're kind of looking for gameplay side of things as well, because a lot of my opinions are just based on build mode, you know, so when a new pack comes out like Discover University, in my early access videos for that, a lot of my opinions were just based on build mode, not create a sim or gameplay. So all my opinions that I have in packs are more kind of, you know, leaning towards the build mode side of things. But if you're looking for an all-round good pack to get for gameplay and build mode, then Seasons is definitely a good one for that, because Seasons impacts like everything in the game, so that's also a really good one if you're not just a builder. But those are the 3 expansions that I use a lot. And then for game packs, not really anything in particular really. Parenthood is one that I see I use a lot, and then for stuff packs, again, I try not to use too many of those. Sometimes Laundry Day, but that's really about it in terms of the main ones. Definitely if you can get all of them, then that's great. Maybe apart from My First Pet stuff, fitness stuff, and Spooky Day as maybe a couple that I really try to avoid to use, because I don't really think many people have those ones, so I try to avoid it for my builds and use other items instead. But yeah, so that was just a quick little thing about packs. Anyway, so you've probably seen this on the 29th, Friday, and I know I haven't uploaded at all this week, which is a little bit odd because normally I upload on Wednesdays, Fridays and Sundays, so this is the first video of the week. And I've just had a lot going on this week, which I'll explain in a second, so I haven't had the chance to really sit down and record a video, so this is the first one today. So you're only going to see, you know, 2 this week, but I suppose that's alright, because on Sunday, I don't actually have a mansion on Sunday, which I'd never really like to do, like, you know, not doing a mansion on Sundays, but Sunday's video is going to be very exciting because it is a collab with an amazing builder in the community who I haven't collabed with before, so that'll be coming up on Sunday at the normal time, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, so I'm really looking forward to seeing that build, and that won't be a mansion, but I'm uploading it on Sunday for a change, so you'll see that then. Anyway, so in terms of why I haven't been uploading, as you know, I have been redecorating my room, and I kind of did all the painting and stuff, and then the carpet, because I was getting a new carpet as well, that was delayed for a little while, so I kind of put everything back in my room so I could still, you know, use my computer and stuff. And then we finally got the carpet fitted the other day this week, so that was done. So I had to take everything out of my room and then back in again. But I have got my carpet sorted now, so everything is back to normal. My room's completely finished, which is great. And also I will be, and the other thing I wanted to mention is that most of the videos you're going to see next month will be pre-recorded, as I will be working full time during Christmas. So I'm going to try and get ahead on as many videos as possible, just so I don't end up missing things, because, you know, working, you know, so many hours a week and then trying to do YouTube on top of that, it's going to be a little bit difficult, but hopefully it won't be for that long. I'm kind of glad though, in a way, because my hours are 6 AM till 2 PM, which I know is a really early start, and it's kind of horrible when you think about it, really, but you know, it means that I finish at 2 PM and I still got all that time left in the rest of the day, if you know what I mean. So that works out good as well for, you know, recording videos after. So hopefully it won't be too much of a problem. You won't really notice it too much, I don't think, but I'm just going to try and get ahead on videos a little bit. I try to leave voiceovers though, like, you know, a little bit before the video goes up, so I might get the build done in advance, but then I'll try to leave the voiceover as close as I can, you know, for time relevancy and stuff, like talking about things which may not be relevant when you actually see the video. So I'm not going to mention where I'm actually working, like the company I'm working for, but if you're from the UK, it's a very, very big company, so you probably know what it is, but I'm not going to mention it. I know some of you know, but anyway. So we're just working on one of the bathrooms now, kind of doing the interior, and it is kind of like a very open plan, but also not open plan at the same time, kind of floor plan. So there's kind of a lot of archways and stuff, but also kind of, and also makes it feel a little bit closed off at the same time. I know I do a lot of open plan kind of floor plans in my build, so, you know, it's kind of open plan, but it's also kind of closed as well for the people that like prefer those type of builds, so it's kind of a mix of both. Anyway, so in terms of bedrooms, as you can see, we're working on one of them now. So there are 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, as I said earlier. There's one master room, there's one kind of neutral single room, I think it is. If I'm not mistaken, let me just double check. Yeah, it is just one kind of neutral. Well, it's got blue wallpaper, as you would have saw before. So it's kind of neutral, but also could maybe help you decide on what type of sim would live in that room because of the colours. So I did that, and then I also did one neutral kids room as well. So I don't do a lot of kids rooms in my builds, as you know. I do much prefer to keep things neutral, so you can take any family you have and fit it into one of my builds instead of making things personalized, and it kind of reduces how much you can use one of my builds without having to make, you know, loads of changes and stuff. And that's why I do so many neutral rooms in my build. But you know, sometimes it is good to do some kids rooms, because I know some people do prefer that kind of thing rather than neutral rooms, even though some people do prefer that. So I just try to keep a mix of things in terms of room personalities and things like that. So there is a neutral kids room in here today, and then there is actually, if you look on the website, you're seeing again, I will try to remember to leave it down below a link, but on the floor plan there was actually a mention of a basement. I can't remember if there was a basement picture, but it was completely blank, or it said something that there was a basement but there wasn't actually like a floor plan picture of it. I can't remember which way around, but anyway, I didn't put a basement in for this build because there wasn't anything to follow it from, but you could go ahead and add a basement in if you wanted to. I think the stairs kind of go near where the stairs are here to go upstairs, so that's where like the placement of the stairs are, in case you're wondering, but you could place them somewhere else if you want to. And I always say that basements are a really great way for expanding on a house, because you don't have to worry about window placement and anything like that. You can really do however you want. It doesn't really matter how the floor plan turns out for basements. And then, like I said, there is the upstairs room here, so it's kind of just at the front of the build, but as I said before, you could drag the room out to the back as well and have it there, so you could expand the space that way. So there's a lot of different ways you can expand in this house, if the 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms aren't enough. And I didn't mention as well, but there is a garage in this build, so that's kind of around the side of the home. I've noticed a lot of the floor plans that I do, they have the garage at the side, which is a little bit different, so I went ahead and did that, so you can access the garage from there. And then what else did I do? I did actually put a little kind of gym section in the garage. Not really, I think I only put a treadmill in though. There's also a chess table in there as well, just as another activity for your Sims to do, as well as a parked car there and also one on the exterior. And that's pretty much it for today's speed build. So I really hope you enjoyed. In the comment section down below, let me know about what you thought of it. If you have any more suggestions for other builds or any other real Sims builds that you want to see on the channel next, and let me know. You can go ahead and download this build from the gallery. My origin ID is RealThomasTV1. Leave a like, share and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!